What is going on, Cinema Lovers? We are Cinema Squad coming at you with our latest podcast, and today we're going to be doing a recap / review of The Flash Season 3, Episode 5, correct? 5?
No.
Probably.
Yes, it is 5. It is 5.
It is 5. Okay, I am, of course, here with my series regulars, Darren, Will, and Miller. So, let's see. Darren, what did you think of The Flash Season 3, Episode 5?
I thought it was okay. I thought it was okay. I'm just kind of, I felt like it was a little redundant in some parts. Like, it was just like, I don't like having to guess about Wells again. I really hope in the long run he's really not just a novelist or whatever. I do, hopefully, if he's just a novelist, we do get to see this book he's writing, because that actually be kind of cool. I like that they gave Caitlin something to do, but Danielle Panabaker's acting it was a bit wooden, and not really going after a joke here. No pun intended. Was a bit icy. It was a bit cold. So I don't know if that was something she was going for, but yeah, it was just kind of wooden. The monster thing. Bravo to CW for their special effects every week on the show. That was really, really cool to see. The payoff, whatever. It's whatever. But Julian and Barry scenes were fantastic. They were the standouts of this episode for me. But yeah, it was okay. It was okay. And I also liked Iris's and Barry. I am continuing to like Iris and Barry. Their relationship is finally here, and it feels natural. Finally, it feels right. I like where they are in their relationship. So, but overall, it was an okay episode.
Miller?
I completely agree with Darren over here, and what I felt with the episode is that both plotlines, the Caitlin plotline, which I didn't care at all about because that whole Killer Frost thing is really forced, and they had to make everybody a superhero on the show, so that's why they're doing it. Or villain. And then the payoff with the monster plotline, both that and the Caitlin scene, they both felt like they had scenes missing from the episode. Like, there were because the kid was just like, oh, I just wanted to have power, and I'm just like, this is just very random. Like, I get what they were trying to do with that. Like, they did a better job of getting that point, or getting that how they wanted the audience to feel when Julian was talking about it later, but that's just because Tom Felton is so good on this show, and one of the best things about it right now. But yeah, I agree with Darren. Arrow is definitely the much better episode this week and every week right now. But yeah.
Okay. Not going to respond to that.
Mm-hmm.
Will?
Well, I think, I agree with the sentiments of both Darren and Miller. The thing is, though, I think that, yes, Danielle Panabaker's performance was very wooden. It was very without emotion. It was, yes, very frozen. But I think that was what she was going for, because she reminded me of Killer Frost from what we've seen of her from Earth 2. So I think that was definitely intentional, and so that's okay with me. I can definitely deal with that. Obviously, there is something evil inside of her that's trying to get out. So I'm really looking forward most of this season to see how they develop that, to see where they go with Killer Frost. And we will see that in 2 episodes. With episode 7, which is titled Killer Frost.
Oh, God.
So I'm looking forward to that. I like that there was no Dr. Alchemy this episode. I like that they kind of left that alone for a minute. With what they're trying to do, it does get kind of annoying to have him just pop up for an obligatory couple of seconds every episode. So I'm glad they didn't do that this time. That was one of the things I felt was annoying about Damien Dark and Arrow last year, was that he was in every episode. Like, you couldn't get a break from this guy. So I'm glad they're not going that route with Dr. Alchemy. I think less is more in a lot of ways. So hopefully we get a bit of a drought, and then they hit us with something really good right about the mid-season finale with Dr. Alchemy. Overall, this was a very character-oriented episode. This was a character development episode more than anything. So the action was a little slow and a little bit lax, but it was all right. It was not my favorite episode, but I didn't hate it. I really don't like Hipster Harry. I really hope they get rid of him, but I don't think they will. I honestly think he's here for the long haul, and I just really want to punch him in the face. But yeah, that's about it.
I basically agree with Will. I thought this was an okay episode. It's definitely not my favorite episode of the season. I think it's probably the weakest episode of the season. I don't think it's necessarily bad, but I don't think it's necessarily good either. I thought the monster, I thought it looked really good. The payoff, it just seemed really rushed for them, just like they were just trying to get to it. And in the episode, Tom Felton was so good in this episode, as he is in every single episode, and him and Grant Gustin's chemistry is amazing, and Tom Felton is the best part of the show right now.
Let's get a Julian and Barry spinoff, please.
Please.
Yeah, it's like go on a road trip.
Yeah. Oh God, I want it now.
I do not like HR. I think he's really fucking annoying, and I want Harry back. Harry is the true and real Harrison Wells.
I like how they always have a problem. Like, finally they found a Harrison Wells that isn't evil, but he's just annoying.
Yeah.
Well, the last Harrison Wells wasn't evil.
Well, yeah, I know. I just meant with yeah, or most of the ones I found. Yeah.
Let's see. I liked the Killer Frost subplot thing, but I did think Danielle Panabaker was really bad in that episode. Especially when she was trying to pull off the villain thing. She did it much better in season 2. Let's see. What else? Yeah, I do like that Alchemy wasn't in that episode, just to take a breather from that. Wally wasn't in much of that episode, thank God. The whole Barry and Iris thing, I'll agree with Darren, it doesn't really feel forced anymore. Yeah, I think this episode's just okay. I don't really know what questions to ask because there's not much to talk about with this episode. So, Will, you got anything?
No, not really.
Yeah, but the only thing that even what Dylan said about this being the weakest episode, I still think that's not that. I mean, like you said, that's not good or bad, but it's just like the weakest episode in this season so far isn't that bad. I think you're still on a good run with the Flash. But another thing, the only thing I would have liked them to ask about that kid is where did he get all this hologram technology?
Right? Yeah, that's a good point.
So where'd you get all this stuff, kid? Dark side. What? So I don't know. I just wish someone would have asked about that.
Yeah. Well.
Yep.
What's anyone else got anything to say? Should we go and close out?
Team Julian.
Yes, Team Julian.
Julian for president 2016.
Oh, I hated. I really, really hated Julian this episode. Just to be the voice of that. I don't know. He just really got on my nerves because, and I understand that he had a lot of character development throughout the episode, but just when he's going on these tirades about, well, I don't have to have a reason to hate metahumans. I hate them just because blah, 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 they're metahumans and they're squandering this power. And
he had a reason.
It's not metahumans. It's the bad guys. You know what I'm saying? It's not metahumans.
Yeah, but most metahumans are bad guys, so he sees them as most of them. And he wasn't sure about the Flash either.
I get it, and I get his motivation. It just really got on my nerves, the way he was acting, and the way he was just being a little fucking self-righteous prick. But again, he developed as a character, so at the end of the episode, he was no longer that way. He was more sympathetic. So I get that.
Okay.
Okay, well, guys, that'll do it for today's podcast. Anyways, guys, if you like this video, make sure you leave a like. If you think this video is shit, make sure you tell us why you think why this video is shit in the comments. Make sure you subscribe. Go like us on Facebook at Cinema Squad, and go follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Cinema_Squad. Make sure you go follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Well, on Twitter at OG_MDB, and on Instagram at film_by_MDB. Darren, where can we find you on social media?
On social media, you can find me at Darren Leslie Jr. on Twitter. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Darren Leslie Jr. Reviews, and also you can find me on Instagram at Darren Leslie Jr. and also that other one.
Chris?
Awesome. Miller, where can we find you on social media?
At Miller Farrow on Twitter.
And everything else, basically.
Yeah. Same private thing.
Will, where can we find you on social media?
At Will Avitt, that's Will with one L, AVITT on Twitter, and then William Avitt, film critic on Facebook, and that's pretty much the only social media I use. So
Awesome.
I do have my William Avitt YouTube channel that I've been neglecting for about 3 months. So you can go there to look for old content, but there hasn't been any new content in a while.
Awesome. Well, that'll do it for today's podcast. Until next time, my friends. Oh, wait, no. Until next communion. There we go.